those in the shrimping industry welcoming these tariffs as they believe they will likely drive up the price of imported seafood. And this is a substantial shift as the Southern Shrimp Alliance says imported options have forced many domestic businesses to shut down. The executive director of the Southern Shrimp Alliance saying in a statement Wednesday, quote, "We are grateful for the Trump administration's actions today. It will preserve American jobs, food security, and our commitment to ethical production." So I would like to bring in Acy Cooper, the president of the Louisiana Shrimp Association. Acy, thank you so much for giving us some of your time. A lot of people, mostly every person who has any type of connection to financials, the financial world, is panicking right now. But what is your reaction to these new tariffs?
Well, thank you for having me. You know, when you're being dumped on and suffering for 20 years and see a glimmer of hope, because you don't know what happens within these communities, within these coaches. You know, we are all losing money. We're all about out of business. We're about one breakdown out of business. We welcome Trump's tariffs. You know, we back him 100% on this. When we agree that it may hurt for a little while, but it's going to get better. It has to get better for us, or we're going to lose a way of life. We have 15,000 jobs that's going to be lost, and we're losing every day. And we just can't continue on the road we're on. We're going to lose our domestic industry.
Do you agree with that statement from the Southern Shrimp Alliance?
Yes. Oh, yes. We do agree with it because it is welcoming. We've been dealing with the past administration. We've been fighting this issue for 20 years, like I said, and we keep going back to where we cannot make a living. The government would not take a hold of what we've been saying. When you are a victim of dumping, as it's been, you really see how bad it is.
Do you have any concerns that there could be negative ripple effects of these tariffs, on families' bottom line? So that could potentially hurt your business, could it not? Because it's possible that people may opt for cheaper foods.
Well, look, I explained to you that you don't get a deal at the restaurants anyway. When you go to consume shrimp or you go buy shrimp in a market, it's still high. They selling these imported shrimp higher than our domestic shrimp at the restaurant level, sitting claiming it's our shrimp. You know, whenever you mislabel or mislead people, and we done passed legislation here in the state that they have to put it on the menu because of the widespread negativity and misusing of our culture to sell our product. It gets to the point where we have to do something to try to stop this. And Trump, we really back him and we appreciate what he's doing. I know it may hurt in the future. It may hurt for a little while, but we know it's going to get better because we have nowhere else to turn. This is our main way of showing the country that when you continue dumping a product, you shove everybody out of business, and that's what's happening. We had over 15,000 jobs, like I said, 20,000 licensed sold in 2000. We down at less than 3,000.
Wow. So
you want to continue on this road and lose industry and workers. I'm telling you, 15,000 jobs. We steady losing over 2.4 billion. We're less than $1 billion now.
Right.
So we see the trend. We see what's happening. We've been suffering this for a long time.
If these tariffs had not happened, Acy, what do you think would have happened to your business and businesses like yours?
As it was and as it was going, we're going to lose it. We are going to lose it because we have, it's a generational thing. We thought through generations. My father and his father taught us how to do this, and my son is fisherman. And one of them just went and got a captain's license, went and drive a boat for the oil field, and that's not what he wants to do. He wants to fish, but he can't maintain his household and the vessel at the same time and try to make it through it. So, you're breaking the chain of generational fishermen.
If you could speak directly to President Trump, Acy, what would you say?
I would ask him to help us more. We have to stop this. I'd like to see a cap on it.
Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your screen. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.